Here we are. This is video number 2 on Civilization Revolution. I'm doing this so that you can buy this game. This is an awesome game. Okay, here we go. Alright, now I just got through looking at the concepts. Now, we didn't even scroll to the bottom of that, okay? It takes like 5 minutes to scroll to the bottom of it. That's how much crap there is on there. Then these are governments. When you're playing the game, you can earn these governments and you can use them. And this is like, communism is something that's used by the Chinese, okay? Here's a picture of a parade in Red Square at the height of the Soviet Union's power, okay? This is just, and then there's a whole bunch of crap about it, about what communism is. So this is like a history book. Democracy used by the Americans. Here's an Egyptian woman cast the ballot, okay? And it shows you all about, talks about it. Despotism is an ancient form of government. Okay, pictures, a bunch of stuff about it. Fundamentalism, monarchy, and republic. Those are all governments you can use. These are great people. Now this is cool. These are great people that you can earn, okay? You earn these great people and they become a part of your city. Aristotle, look, see? And this is interesting because you can read about Aristotle. There's a picture of him. Aristotle, 1384 to 1322, was one of the most influential of the ancient Greek philosophers. A student of Plato, Aristotle would write books on a myriad of subjects, including philosophy, poetry, history, politics, biology, and ethics. King Philip Macedon invited Aristotle to tutor his son. Alexander, who would soon be given the title of the Great, a brilliant man, Aristotle is rightly considered to be one of the fathers of Western civilization. So this is like a history lesson too. It teaches you about all these great people. Charles Babbage, Chris Batch, or J.S. Batch, Thomas Becket, Alexander Graham Bell, Christopher Columbus, Confucius, Leonardo da Vinci, King David, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, Henry Ford, Gilgamesh, Homer. Would you like to know who Homer is? Homer is was a Greek poet who lived sometime around the 18th century BC. He was the author of the epic poems the Iliad, the Odyssey, perhaps the greatest literary works from the classical period to survive until today. The Iliad takes place during the Greek siege of the city of Troy. It chronicles the heroic struggles between Achilles, the mighty but flawed Greek warrior, and Hector the brave but doomed champion of Troy. The Odyssey describes a long, perilous voyage of Odyssey from victory to Troy, into Ithaca, to his home in Ithaca. Okay, now this is the thing about it. The Odyssey, while being one of the most copied works in Western literature, is thought by some scholars to take portions of its pilot from the epic Gilgamesh, whose character went greatly. Okay, that's Homer. Okay. Karl Marx, Nebuchadnezzar, Florence Nightingale, Plato, Polo, King Solomon, James Watt, and just great people. You can earn these great people in the game to help your civilization out. Okay? Then you've got leaders. These are, now I told you, you can be the Americans or you can be any civilization you want to. Okay. You pick one, then you have to stick with it the whole game. Lincoln is the leader of the Americans. See what I'm saying? So it just shows you all the leaders and what their names are. These are resources that you can earn during the game. Okay. Everything from wine. See. See now, wine provides trade, which makes money. See what I'm saying? Just different stuff. Rewards. Now this is only if you're playing against the computer. You can earn these rewards. And once again, see, there's videos of this stuff. You know, this is like a dang history book right here. See, acrobats. See. Pictures, videos right here of jugglers. So this is filled with videos and pictures, strong men, you know, all kinds of stuff. And these are technologies that you can learn during the game. Okay? Advanced flight alphabet, atomic theory. You know, these are, look how much stuff there is in this encyclopedia that you can learn about. Nuclear power. See? And it tells you what nuclear power is right there. Nuclear power employs controlled nuclear reactions to create heat energy, which drives the steam turbines. It tells you where all this stuff is. And they got pictures too on every single one. Pottery. You got a video on pottery, so you got videos on all this junk. Pictures. Then a whole bunch of writing that tells you what it is. So this is one part of the game that makes it interesting. Terrain. Okay, when you create your city, at first there's going to be nothing. But this is the types of land they have. They have desert, which isn't good for growing stuff. Trees, which is good for, you know, chopping down trees, stuff like that. Grassland, good for growing stuff. Hills, if you create your city on top of a hill, you can fight better. The ice cap is uninhabitable. Mountains, plains, and the sea. Okay. Units that you can have. These are all for fighting. Okay. Or wait a minute. These are just things. Actually, they're not all for fighting. You can have boats, great builders, great explorers, horsemen, nuclear bomb, modern infantry, submarines, tanks. Tanks are probably the best thing in the game. And warriors are what you start off with. And again, there's videos on all this stuff, see? Videos, pictures, tells you about them. This is like the instruction manual for the game. And you have upgrades. Okay. Then you have these wonders. This is another cool thing that I like to look at. The Apollo program, okay? You have pictures of it. And it tells you what the Apollo program is. Begun in reaction to the Soviet success of launching the first man into outer space. In the early 1960s, the Apollo program had one goal: to land a man on the moon before the end of the decade. Funded by the United States government, endorsed by President Kennedy, the National Aeronautics Space Administration, or NASA, began work on the project in 1961. On July 16, 1969, the Apollo program achieved that goal, sending Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins into orbit around the moon. Michael Armstrong and Aldrin setting down to leave the first human footprints on Earth's natural satellite. So, and you've got all of these. These are things that you can build in the game. And that's part 2. We'll have part 3 coming up.